joke. Anyway, enough of that for one morning. Start by coming down onto your back. Good. This morning's class is called Lean Into It, and a bit like the continuation from last week's session of Stick With It, again we're going to be moving into movements where we're challenging ourselves and really thinking about leaning into the movement, and if we're fatiguing, just challenging ourselves that little bit further to stick with it for that little bit longer. So let's get cracking. Come down onto your back, think about the back of your neck being long, shoulder blades open, sacrum resting heavily into the mat, and just close down your eyes and start to breathe into your body this morning. Big full belly breaths as you inhale. And then feel that body soften as you exhale. This dance between your inhale and your exhale. As you breathe in, feel your ribs expand upwards, outwards, backwards towards the mat, that 360 expansion of the breath. As you lie here, just take a moment to notice this morning what's going on for you in your body. Notice if you're holding on to any tension or tightness. And if you are, just notice where that tension or tightness is being held. And just let go of it on your next exhale, allowing your body to settle. And then just take a moment to tune into your mind. Notice whether that feels busy, still, calm, anxious. Notice the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions that are cropping up this morning. And again, just let go of anything that's not going to serve you. Visualize popping it on that imaginary cloud and just letting that cloud float past your eyes. It'll all be there later, but let's just give ourselves this best chance to connect, to be fully present, and to tap out from the external. Last breath here. And then you're going to grab your block. Use a cushion if you've not got one. Pop it between your thighs. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart, rooting into the floor. Big toe, lid toe, heel, hands to the thighs, and then peel your bum up off the mat, coming into your low bridge. Squeeze the block. Think about activating everything up in towards the middle of that diamond. Give the glutes a prod, give them a tap. And then we're just going to start to lift and lower one heel. So we're alternating between left and right. Make sure your feet are close enough back to your body. You might want to bring them in a little bit just so you can really get into that ankle action. But watch your feet aren't rolling out. You want to keep the lift and lower tracking forwards as you lift the heels. Let's take the right hand to the sky. Pull back on the right fingers with the left hand. Spreading through the thumb, spreading through the forearm. Good. Really make sure you don't hyperextend through the elbow. Very easy to. So really stay connected all the way up into the shoulder. And then we're going to start to double lift and lower on those heels. Should be starting to feel this in the whole back line of your body. And then swap hands, pull the left fingers back with the right hand. Again, keep those glutes engaged. Lifting and lowering, squeezing the block. Good, breathe. In and out through the nose. And then take your hands to fists, circle in those wrist joints. Nice mobilizations. Keep going with that slow controlled movement of the lift and lower of the heels. And then we'll do our jazz hands. So big stars, tight fists, and we're going to pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse as fast as you can. Open and close those hands. Really extend through the fingers, really tight fists. Go, go, go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. And then roll upper back, middle back, lower back, down to the mat. Abdominals, we're going to be having our legs extended, so you can keep the block there, excuse me, or stretch, you can remove it. So think about weighting down through the pelvis and through the sacrum first, Hands interlace behind the head, elbows frame the face, legs lift so that they're long and pointing to the sky. Watch you don't tip back in your pelvis. Inhale here, exhale lift. Low belly pulls down and back. Take those legs away 2 inches. Lift up into the elbows. Legs back in. Inhale, come down. Exhale, lift. Legs away 2 inches. Reach the left arm towards the left ankle. Make a fist. Pull that left elbow into the floor. Squeeze that shoulder blade on the back body and then reach that left arm back towards that ankle. Hand behind the head, legs back up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, we lift again. Legs away 1 or 2 inches. Right arm reaches towards the right ankle. Reach further. Make a fist. Pull that right elbow into the floor. Squeeze that scapula on the back body. Maybe have a little tremble. Reach that right arm back out. Hand behind the head. Inhale, come down. Good. Legs back up. Exhale, lift. This time we start with the right hand. Legs away. Right arm reaches. Reach towards the ankle a little further. Make the fist. Pull into the floor with that elbow. Squeeze the shoulder blade. Arm reaches back out. Legs back up. Hand behind the head. Inhale, come down. Good. Exhale, lift again. Legs away. Left arm reaches. Reach a little further towards that left ankle. Make a fist. Pull that left elbow into the floor. Reach back out. Hand behind the head. Legs back up. Inhale, come down. Good, we've got this. Exhale, lift. Legs away 2 inches. Both arms reach towards the ankle. Reach a little further. Lift off the shoulders. Make double fists. Pull into the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Reach back out. Hand behind the head. Legs back up, inhale, come down, good job, keep going. Exhale, lift. Embrace it, feel into this. Legs away, reach those arms again. Make the fist, pull the elbows into the floor, hug into the midline. Reach those arms away again, squeeze the block, hand behind the head, inhale, come down. Lift the legs back up, good. We've got 1 more each side. Exhale, lift. Legs away 2 inches, twist to the left. Slice the right arm to the outer edge of the left thigh. Right hand comes to meet the left wrist and pull. Good. Squeeze the block. Legs back up. Hand behind the head. Inhale, come down. Last one. Hopefully your hip flexors are feeling this too. Exhale, lift. Legs away. Twist to the right. Left arm slices. Right arm comes to meet it. Left hand takes the right wrist and pull. Hug into the midline. Good. Hand behind the head. Legs back up. Oh, God, that's fired me up for sure. Knees into the chest, just massage that sacrum a little bit, both ways. And then we're gonna rock and roll on our mat, get a little bit of movement through the spine, coming on over onto all fours. Nice work. Energetically dial the hands out here. Think about wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We're just gonna watch you don't flare through the elbows or hyperextend through the elbows. So really connect up into that shoulder. We're going to do some cat-cows just to mobilize through the spine. So start from the base of the spine, low back arches, pull the chest through, keep the neck nicely in 9 and then tuck the tailbone round through the back. Slurp the belly, really pull the belly towards the ceiling, push through the hands, pull the shoulders away from the ears so you can feel that broadening across the back. Arch the other way, pull the chest through, squeezing everything in that container. So from the shoulders all the way to the pelvic floor. Good, and then tuck the tailbone round, push through the floor, slurp the belly. Good. Come back the other way, pull the chest through. Good, and then you're just going to do a barrel roll. So go between the two, cat-cow, both ways. Just getting into a little bit of the side body as well, so you're mobilizing a bit like imagine your barrel being turned in the middle. Good. And then from here we're going to come down into dolphin, so interlace the hands, forearms on the mat, release the neck, tuck the toes, lift up and out of the mat. Soft knees, so we keep our pelvis in neutral, really push out of your shoulders. And then from here, left heel to bum, circle 3 times in that left hip joint one way, keep lifting up and out of the mat, and then 3 times the other way, just getting some movement into that hip joint this morning, juicing Juicing up the joint, right leg lifts, squeeze that heel into the bum, circle 3 times one way. Good. Don't worry if it feels a little creaky, as long as it's not painful. 3 times the other way. Really moving into that joint. Put the foot down, take a little child's pose. Little finger pushing into the floor, forehead resting, and just breathe that breath into the low body. So think about breathing it into the belly, down towards the pelvis and across the back. Big full expansion of the breath. Last one. Good. And then we're going to come and stand at the top of the mat. If you've got your blocks, bring them with you. Soft knees. Think about rooting down through the floor, arms forwards and up. Elevate through the spine, so don't flare through the ribs. Connect the ribs to the hips and really elongate through the fingertips. Hinge from the hips, bum goes back. Plant the hands. Left foot steps back, lower the left knee. Bring the body up. Squeeze this left bum cheek. Let's roll these shoulders. Juicy shoulder rolls. Good. Really think about squeezing the left bum, pushing through that left toe. Super nice. Make sure you don't push the hips too far forwards. Let's then swing those arms so we get a bit of rotation, and I want you to really think about reaching through the end of the fingertips as you swing. Good. Hands to the mat, step back plank, zip up through the front line of the body, squeeze the bum, hug the shoulders on the back body, slurp everything up. If you want to be in half plank, be in half plank. I'd rather you be in a good half plank than a sloppy full plank. Lower the knees, slowly lower. Hold the belly, watch the neck. Shoulders don't dive forward. Good, elbows bend. Wide arm baby cobra. Fingertips off the edge of the mat, pull the chest through, squeeze the bum, really squeeze between those shoulder blades. Lifting the elbows up to the sky and pushing into the floor and kind of dragging the hands towards the feet. Good. Release. Frame the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift up and back, down dog. Walk the feet in, just have a little pedal, maybe get your pelvis involved. Let that wiggle side to side as you pedal and open through the back line. Good. And then lower the knees. Left foot steps forwards, right toe is tucked. Squeeze that right bum cheek, give it a prod, give it a tap if it's not working. And then let's go back to rolling the shoulders. Breathe. Energetically dragging this front foot backwards. Nice. Really lift those shoulders up. Use the shoulder, don't use the arm. And then let's swing half those arms, really reaching forwards and backwards. Good. Breathing as we go. In and out through the nose, connecting to the breath. It's one of our most incredible resources in our body. Back foot steps in, come up to stand. Nice. Soft knees. From here, arms forwards and up. Lengthen the spine, really lift up into those fingertips, root down through the feet. Feel that full foot pad, hinge backwards. Hands to the mat, step back to quadruped. From here, think about wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Energetically hug those shoulders on the back body, the hands are dialing out. And we're going to do fire hydrants. So we're going to go for 10 out to the side and back in, but it's not about how high you can lift your leg. It's with how much control you can move out and in, and how much you're keeping your pelvis level. We're just working into the hip joint here. Good. I think I'm on about 6, 7, good. Keep the control. 8, keep everything else engaged. Nice. 9 and 10. And then we're going to take the sole of the foot to the sky, so we're donkey kicking. Squeeze a little pulse into that left glute. Good. We've got 10. So we've got another 5, 4, 3, pulsing up, 2 and 1. Good. Then we're going to come back down and we're going to do the fire hydrant to the donkey. So leg out to the side and then take it to the sky. Pulse up. Bring it down, out to the side with control, up to the sky. Watch the knee doesn't rotate out. Good, out to the side, take it up to the sky. Building endurance, resilience in our body, building that strength, leaning into it, feeling into what's going on in our body, embracing it. Good. Woo, heating up. I think we've got 4. Good. Squeeze. 3. Watch that neck. Watch the donkey pulse. We don't want the knee and the foot to be falling all over. Good. Last one. Out and up. Good. From here we come onto our right side. Right elbow is in line with the right hip. Make sure that your lower leg, lower hip is stacked directly under the top hip. Pull this right shoulder down the back so it's stabilized. Left leg goes long, okay? And then from here, lift up into this right waist, and we're gonna lift that left leg for 10. Okay, so you're working into this glute. Good, keep the control, make sure the toe isn't pointing upwards towards the sky. Good, keep pulling this right shoulder down the back. Don't collapse into this right shoulder. Let's go 3, 2, 1, and then from here we're going to take this top leg forwards, flex it forwards, bring it back for 10. And we're keeping our pelvis very still. We're working the hip flexor, we're working the hip joint. We're not compensating by tucking that bum under as we bring the leg forwards. Good, don't worry if you only get a little bit sort of towards the top, you don't have to be parallel, okay? Good. Let's do 5. Good, keep the control, keep it smooth. It's not a swing, you're controlling every part of the movement. Good. 2. Woo, last one. 1. Good. And then from here, we step this left foot behind us, coming into a reverse table. We've got 10 lift and lowers, so dial the hands out energetically, lift and lower, squeeze into the glutes, open through the chest, dial those hands out energetically, fingers are pointing towards the heels, good. Nice. 5, squeeze the glutes, ribs connected, good. 3, good. 2, nice work. Lift up and out, and 1. Release back down. Rotate back to the top of the mat. And then you're going to step left foot down, you're in your down dog, pause here, and then you're going to swivel. So feet can be together, heels come over to the left, sit back towards the left heel, and swivel left to right. So you're opening through the side body. Good. 5, good. 6, really push into hands and feet equally. You want to feel this all the way opening through the body. Good. Nice, 2 more. Breathe into that back body. Good, and then from here, we're going to walk the feet to the top of the mat, come up to stand, and then we're going to go on the other side. Soft knees, arms forwards and up, lengthen the spine, elevate, reach through those fingertips, hinge backwards, plant the hands, right foot steps back, left foot steps back. We're in our quadruped. Dial those hands out energetically, set the shoulders on the back body. Think about the position before we move. We're coming onto our fire hydrant. So right leg out to the side for 10. For 9, keep it controlled. Try to keep the weight even between the hands. Good. 7, 6. Really think about dialing. Don't lean into this left side body. It's so easy to do. Good. 4, 3, keep the control. Don't use momentum. Good. Use your body. And 1. Good. Then we donkey kick. So sole of the foot to the sky. Make sure the pelvis is level, so the knee's not opening, and pulse, small pulses into that right glute. Watch your neck. Draw it back in space. Keep the pelvis level. Weight again, even through both hands. 3, 2, 1. And then from here, we're going to do the fire hydrant to the donkey kick. Keep it controlled. I don't want this movement to be like really fast and swingy and pulsy, and it's just very controlled, as if you're moving through treacle. So out to the side, up to the sky, squeeze. Good. Nice. This should be feeling quite spicy. It should be feeling a lot in the full body. Good. Nice. Keep the control. Watch those arms. Don't let the neck drop. Good. Hugging everything into the midline. Nice. Let's do 2. Good. And then 1. Hug the belly so you don't dip in the back as you kick that leg up. Good. Nice. We come now onto our left side. Left shoulder under, left elbow under the left shoulder. Pull that left shoulder blade down the back. Watch your lower hip isn't higher up towards the mat than the top hip. It wants to be stacked directly under. Okay? Pull this left shoulder down the back. Extend that right leg backwards. And then lift up into this left side body. Left side body. And then you're lifting this right leg. Keeping it controlled. Again, lift and lower. Working into this outer glute. Our glute med, amazing for hip stabilization. Pelvis stabilization. Good. Keep breathing. Nice. Hug the ribs. Hug into the abdominals. Good. Let's do 3. Keep the leg long. 2 and 1. And then we're doing our hip flexor pull. So pull the leg forwards. Take it back. Pull it forwards. Don't allow the rest of the body to compensate. So you're keeping everything else the same. We're working in this hip joint. Don't let the pelvis move. The pelvis stays still. Doesn't tip back. The body doesn't tip back. You don't round in your spine. Good. Very easy to compensate here. This is hard. Small movements, but making the body really have to work. Good. So keep leaning into it. Keep embracing the movement, the challenge, building our strength, building our resilience, changing our body for the better. Good. Let's go 3. Woo. 2. Nice work. And 1. Good job. Take that foot behind, so the right foot comes behind you. We lift back up into our tabletop. We're going to lift and lower for 10. Squeeze the glutes, drive through the feet, lift up out of the mat. Dialing those hands out energetically. Good. Keep lifting and lowering. Let's go 5, 4, nice work. Open through the chest. 3, good. 2, and 1. And then rotate back round to the mat. You're coming to down dog. Feet together again, and we do our heel swivels. Heels to the right, sit back. Heels to the left, sit back towards your bums, going towards those heels, pushing off your hands, opening through the back line of the body. Should feel yummy. Good. Do another 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just walk those feet to the top of the mat. Come up to stand. Nice work. Whew, I'm warm. Soft knees. Lengthen the spine. Think about that neck being elongated. Arms forwards and up. Reach through the fingertips. Hinge back. Come back to the mat. We're coming back to quadruped. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hip. Energetically dial those hands out. From here, we lower the forearms. So we're coming to a tricep dip. Hugging those elbows in. Put the weight into the triceps. Don't let those elbows poke out to the side. Good. We've got 2 more. Good. Last one. And then from here, we're going to come to thread the needle. So left arm lifts, pull that right shoulder down the back, thread that left arm behind the right arm, reach it away. So we're getting some thoracic rotation. Reach it away. Lift it up. Reach it away. Good. Lift it up. Reach. Good. Last one. Lift and reach. Good. Bring that right hand back down. And we're going to combine the tricep dips with the thoracic rotation. So lower the arms, lift up, left arm reaches, thread it behind the right arm, lower a little bit so you're working into that right arm. Lift the left arm back up, bring it down, tricep dip. Keep the neck in line, left arm lifts, thread it behind. Rotation, Lift the left arm back up, place it down, tricep dip. Good. We've got 4, 3 more. Reach that arm away. Good. Lift it up. Keep dialing this right hand out energetically. Tricep dip. Good. Lift it up. Thread that arm under. Watch those elbows. We don't want those elbows poking out to the side. We're hugging them into the body. Imagine you've got a block between them and you're trying to squeeze that block. Good. Last one. Hand down. Lower and come back up. Good. From here, we're going to come to a modified side plank. So right hand is down, left leg comes to the back of the mat. Pull this right shoulder down the back. Hover that left leg. Reach the left arm over. We're going to pulse for 20. Okay, little pulses. Good. 13, 12, 10. I can't count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep the movement consistent. Good. Pull that right shoulder down the back. Good. Nice. 2. And then land that left foot and bring the body up. Right arm over. Lift yourself back up. Left arm over. Really lift up and out of the mat. Okay, so you're stabilizing. You're in gate pose. If you need to make sure that knee is underneath you a little bit more, make sure it is. Right arm over, breathe into these side ribs. Left arm over, breathe. Good. Right arm over, lift into the side ribs. Good. Keep it controlled. Left arm over, you're using your abdominals as you lift up and over the other way to hold yourself from falling. You've got your stabilizing leg here, but this one, you're lifting up and out, counterbalancing. Good. Squeeze that right glute. Good. 2 more. Breathe in and out through the nose. Keep connected to that breath. Nice. Whew. Last one. Reach. Squeeze that right bum cheek. Grow out of the mat. Good. Come back up. Hands to the mat. Left foot steps forwards. Rotate to the right of the mat. Side lunge. Sit back into those glutes. Length in the spine. Sit into the side body. Good. Keep breathing. Slurp the belly up. Good. Watch the neck. Good. You can have your arms out wide if you want an extra little bit of weight. Lever. Good. And then rotate back to the top of the mat. Back foot steps in. Come up to stand. And we'll do the other side. So soft knees. Lengthen the spine. Arms forwards and up. Elevate. Reach through those fingertips. Hinge backwards. Plant the hands. Left foot, then the right foot, coming back to quadruped. Shoulders on the back body, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Let's start. We lower into our tricep dip. Lift up. Hug those elbows into the body. Work into those triceps. So we're not diving down. We want to bend the elbow. The elbow is what's bringing us down. We're not diving the body forward. Good. Nice. 2 more. Good. Last one. And then we take the right arm to the sky, thread it under the left arm, reach it away, open up. Good. Really lean into all of this. Feel it. Feel how your body is also holding yourself. So there's a part of leaning into things where we feel parts of our body, especially things like our scapula, they allow us to lean into things because they're there to hold and support. Good. Reach. Let that left elbow bend. Good. Last one. Reach. And then bring that right hand down. We're doing the combo of tricep dip to thread the needle. So lower the forearms. Lift up. Right arm lifts. Thread it behind the left. Reach it away. Hug that left elbow. Reach the right arm back up. Hand down. Tricep dip. Good. Right arm up. Thread it behind the left arm. Reach. Open up, right hand down, lower, good. Come up, right arm up, thread it behind, open up, right hand down, tricep dip, good. Keep the control, keep everything hugging into the midline. Breathe in and out through the nose, keep connected to that breath. Nice. You should start to feel this becoming maybe a little bit more easeful, even as you kind of feel like you're building up a resistance and a strength. Good. From here, we're going to come on to modified side plank. So left hand down, right leg is back. Hover that right leg, reach that right arm over. Make sure you're suction cupping this left shoulder blade onto our back body so we can lean into it and it's going to hold us. Lift that top leg for 20 little pulses. Good. Keep breathing, keep the control. Good. Let's go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop that right foot down. We're coming to gate pose, so facing the right edge of the mat. Make sure your left knee is underneath you. Lift the left arm up and over. Breathe into these left ribs. Left hand down, right arm over. Squeeze that left bum cheek, lift up and out of the mat. Good. Left arm up and over. Breathe. Side bend down to the right. Good. Open up. Right arm over. Breathe. Good. Squeeze this left bum cheek to support you. Left arm over. Really lift up and out of the mat. Good. Right arm over. Breathe. Good. Bring the right hand down. Left arm over. Keep the control. We're just moving fluidly. Good. Breathe. Last one. Left arm up and over. Good. Bring the hand down. Right arm over. Good. Bring the body back up and then we rotate. Right foot steps to the top of the mat. Facing the left edge of the mat, side lunge. Sit back into those glutes. Lengthen the spine. Again, options if you want to put the arms out. Good. Keep the neck in line. Getting into that inner thigh. Maybe, well, hopefully it should feel a little looser. Good. And then rotate to the top of the mat. Back foot steps in. Come up to stand. Nice.